No, I'm about to put my Cobalt in.
Oh, wait, I'll film for you.
Oh, it's already recording too. Yo, brothers, what's good? We're about to get live with this Cobalt action again today. It's time to finish this exhaust and get this thing finally welded on and working. We gotta turn this music off so I don't get demonetized, but other than that, we are pretty much ready to go. I just gotta get this car and bring it in. Yeah, yeah! Let's see. Where are my keys? There they are! Oh, open headers, boys! Yeah, we're getting after it. Here you go. Hold on to this bad boy. Make sure the auto light works. Come on over here. So, what you guys didn't see, I showed in the last video. Hold on, show me it on. So I showed in the last video that I had to cut off the old flex pipe that was ripped on this. I did that off camera. I mean, I just used a cutoff wheel to cut off right at the weld where it was. And so now what I'm doing is putting it in and just making sure everything still fits together correctly. So originally I believe it was clocked like that because this pipe that was coming in, I know I had to point it down far enough so that the hoses would come up in. So pretty sure that's the angle it was. So then I'm over here with the flex pipe. I gotta weld this piece in and make this work with the way that's clocked. So I'm gonna flat weld this to here. I'm gonna clean off this surface and then just weld the flex pipe to that. And then if I have to angle it at all, I'm gonna do it on that other piece and we're gonna go from there. So I got the flex pipe here and basically I'm just trying to clock it to where just accept it. Just accept it. Okay, we'll just accept that, I guess. All right. Anyway, what I gotta do is clean off, because if you see how some of the flex material is actually standing off of where the part that I actually want to weld to, so it doesn't sit flat on the piece. So I'm just gonna take the grinder and grind that flat so that it's not there, and then clean this piece up a little bit here too so it's all flat, because it kind of has some waves in it. So I don't want any of those waves. So it'll have a nice welding material. So I'm gonna clean those up real quick and then we'll get back at it. What I'm trying to do is get this flat. So you see how it has this big gap right here, but there's no gap right there. So I gotta grind this piece down a little bit so that it's a little flatter, because it's not gonna fly like that. So we will be back. Tack his hands to the piece of exhaust. Yo, now that it took me 20 minutes to find the nut for the band clamp, and it was under my glove the whole time. What a mess. I got that welded, by the way. It's sloppy and ugly, but it was pretty dirty and I didn't take the time to really clean up the way I should have, but I did get it together. It's on there now, all welded up. So now I'm gonna put this in the car and then we're gonna fit the other part in and see where that needs to sit so that everything functions the way it's supposed to. So, cut to the scene, I'll show you what's good. Okay, so we got this bad boy in here. It's, see how it's coming from the left side, but I have it exiting right in the center of the tunnel, which is where I want it. And now we just gotta take this piece that Nate's got in his hand and lay that up there and get it as tight up as we can, but also the hanger is gonna get used by the exhaust. I actually should go get that piece just so we can kind of test fit that. Okay, so now we got this middle pipe hanging in there. We have it hung by the insulator there and then just held by a jack kind of balancing up there. So it gives us an idea of where it's gonna be. So it actually doesn't sit center. You see it sits a little bit to the left. So we're gonna shoot for lining it up the same pretty much, because I've never had luck with clearing this exhaust, although I didn't put it on the other car, but I can just see how big it is and how tight it is, and once the suspension's actually compressed, especially with lowering springs, it's really hard to get it in there and it not rattle. So we're gonna do our best here, but Nate's gonna throw that up there now and see how that fits up there. Obviously I'm gonna cut some pieces off, but, and so we're obviously long because of the piece that we need to cut here, but it's looking like, where's that oxygen sensor?
I don't know which side it's supposed to be on.
Actually rotate a little bit because we may be able to just cut it at that angle.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Cut it, and it would have to be like right there, kinda. Where the oxygen sensor's hanging out to the left there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut right at that weld for now, because it's a good starting angle right at this side. And then we'll go from there and see what we get, and then we'll just trim accordingly. Wait, what was that comment?
I've watched enough people do it on YouTube.
All right, dude, he's got this. So, Nate has never TIG welded before. Let me wait till that thing turns off. So Nate's gonna try a swing.
I have to use 2 hands for this?
You gotta use 2 hands, yeah, man. Yes, 2 hands. But one thing we're doing, we gotta plug this hole that had the old evacuation system in it. I cut it flush, and now we're gonna weld this big ass nut in there, and then cut it flush so it's nice and flat. So, Nate's gonna do this welding procedure without a mask on and see how he does.
Well, that's probably smart, yeah.
And so, he's never done this before, so he's gonna take a swing at it and see how he does. So basically what you wanna do is, you wanna keep this perpendicular to your puddle with a little bit of a lead towards where you're traveling.
Like that?
Yeah. And then you have to make sure that you get both sides melted, because otherwise you'll get
bolt and this?
Yeah, because if you get the one side melting and the other side's not, then it'll just pile up on the one side and it won't actually stick to the other part.
I got you.
And I can tell you right now, the dirt in those threads are gonna mess you up. So Nate has tried his swing at it, and we got a good old sticker here, which this is his first time ever touching it, and being on a circle like this is definitely not the easiest thing to start on, so you gotta give him credit. But he got a puddle started. He looks like he was doing it, but then he dipped it. So, which is hard. You gotta gauge how far away you are from the metal, and it's really hard. So, and yes, it's definitely dark in here. We have nice, high quality, old school fluorescent lights, which we will be upgrading soon. But anyway, back to it. I done slapped the blade, man. I was going a little too hard on it and ended up breaking the blade off. But I got pretty much all the way through it. It's just gonna do the final takeoff here. Oh yeah. Now all we got is a nice little flush hole. So cool. Plugged. Now I can throw that up and test fit the rest of it. I got the rest of this cut pretty nice. So I have all the leftover of the flex pipe off of this now. So now I can fit this thing in the car. Homies, yo. Nate's, you know, he was honestly joking, but there's a discovery here, a recent discovery. Do you see what we're looking at there? It's a nice crack on the whole thing. Are you kidding me? What? Dude, I wish I had looked at this thing before, because it's a really easy weld out of the car. Well, I mean, it's not that hard to take out, but it's one more thing that needs to happen now, so. Yeah, well, hey, I don't know, we're probably taking it out. Maybe not tonight, I don't know, we'll see. Well, we're just gonna take the easy way out, and we're just gonna MIG weld it in the car, because obviously, you know, to make it pretty, beautiful, take it down and TIG weld it, but we do wanna finish this up tonight at some point, so we're just gonna quick throw some MIG on it. We did check around it to see if there's cracks on the top or anything, and it's just on the bottom there, luckily. So we're just gonna send it. Yep. Yeah, that'll work. I think it's sealed though, huh? Yeah. My eyes are too flash now, I can't really tell. But we'll do the rest of the exhaust, and if it's leaking still, we'll fix it later.
Yeah.
So, as you guys can see, I got it up in a nice position here. But if you look at the gap up here and the way the angle is on the pipe, it's really far off. So I gotta shave a lot off the bottom here so that the top gap gets closed in. So pretty much I need to cut that weld completely off on the bottom and then kind of taper it up as I go along so that we can get a nice cut there. Yeah, all you have to do is push it this way. So we got it pretty spot on here. We have resorted to using exhaust putty because we don't care about this muffler and we are entertaining straight piping it. But right now, we're gonna use his 25-year-old exhaust putty that may or may not be good anymore.
25-year-old my butt.
Dude, it's jammed up. It won't even come out. It looks brand new. I just... Oh yeah.
Oh my god, like, damn. Damn. Look at that. No, look at those welds. Oh, it's so great. Oh, it's terrible.
Not bad. Oh, just like I remember it. It's right. Smells good to me.
It sounds kind of bad.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. Weld broke. Weld broke. Oh.
Ooh, that sounds bad.
Bad welding.
You didn't wait
Bad
30
welding.
minutes. You did not wait 30 minutes.
It's hanging. It's hanging. Look at that. It's hanging.
Look at this. Look at this weld. And this is why I pointed out the welds for you. There you go.
Dude, your muffler's hanging, man.
I probably clamps on it. We literally were like, let's start it, and then didn't even think about it and said, let's go drive it.
Yeah, I heard you hitting it. It was like.
I didn't tighten the bolt on the bank clamp, and I didn't put any clamps on it anywhere else. It just threw it. So, where is it falling out?
Right there.
Oh, with the joint back there? Alright, well, I gotta fix that.
That was funny. I just heard.
What a bad weld.
Yo, damn, Buck, it broke. Not here, not there, but over there.
Oh, I expected it didn't break over there. Corlin,
No,
it
it
did break
was-
right here.
It was.
Broke there.
I think you should weld it there.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you notice.